Hello, Jesse Good here, back from the review, and today we're reviewing it, set number 70410. It is another LEGO Pirates 2015 set. It is called Soldiers Outpost. It has 164 pieces, 3 minifigures, and retails for $20 in the United States. I got my copy from Amazon. Now let's take a look at the minifigures. Alright, so our first minifigure is a blue coat, maybe officer it looks like, because he does have a golden epaulette, and his torso, of course, is the same one we get on most of the blue coat minifigures of this wave. And he does have brown slick hair, which is a little bit more uncommon in the black counterpart. And his face, well, he looks a little bit like Bricks for Chris if he had a set of hair. And he does have a little gun accessory right there, but no back facial printing. And here is the blue coat soldier. He has a gun as accessory, and also he does have a white epaulets. The torso is the same as the officer from this set. Then he has a backpack right there. And if you take off his backpack, you can see his nice back printing. And my only flaw with him is that he does use an extremely common face, which I have so much of that I wish maybe they would have done a unique face print, but other than that, very good looking minifigure. And the last minifigure is a pirate. He has that nice torso that's exclusive to this 2015 line and only comes in 2 other sets, the chest set and then the $30 Soldiers Fort. And he does have a shorter sword as an accessory, which is quite common in the line, and some great back printing, and of course that new bandana, which is definitely I guess it's just, something that's been a controversy in the community. Honestly, I don't really care for it as being, replacing the old one, because I have so many copies of the old one, especially in red, that, I don't really mind it too much. It's nice to sometimes change stuff up just a little bit. And his face print is actually a very great looking face print that is exclusive to this new line, but isn't exclusive to the set because it comes in a few other sets. Alright, so here is the build all together. You have a little raft, a little octopus, and this little soldier outpost. These two actually remind me of the Kraken Attacking 2009 set, which was a $10 set, where it had a raft and an octopus. And this part right here reminds me of some of the little miniature soldier forts from the 90s in the Pirates line, like Broadside's Brig. And first we'll take a look at the raft and the octopus. Alright, so the octopus is the same version we've been getting for a pretty long time. He has kind of a, the black casting, and for his eyes, he uses some translucent orange studs, which I don't think they've used that much for octopus eyes before, that certain color, so that's pretty cool. And here's the underside of him. Then for the raft itself, it's a pretty simple build, but I actually like how it came out. It uses some new techniques that we haven't seen before for rafts, especially this little part as a flag, which I think is really cool, where they use Warriors' cape from Chima as this little flag, kind of like a torn flag, which is pretty cool, and some nice part usage. I actually haven't seen that piece outside of the Chima line, so for those who don't really like Chima, you could easily get that, or it also came in, like, I think the Collector, which was like a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, but you get my point. It's not really used outside the Chima line. And also, you do get this little wine bottle right here in translucent green, which is very nice to get, and they put a lot of those in a lot of 2015 sets, like Elves and Pirates. Also, a little fish as an accessory in this barrel, which is pretty cute. Then you have this little raft right here, this little paddle, which is attached to a little fork piece right there. So you can kind of move that up and down to simulate some rafting or some paddling of the raft. And one last thing is this little catapult right here, which you load with one of these, circular cylinder pieces, and you just push down on this, and the piece goes flying. Last, there is this perch right here to kind of put a pirate minifigure in there, or as it shows on the box. And the only thing I don't like about this one is they actually kind of put this little tile piece right there, which makes it kind of hard for him to stand up. I don't know why they really chose to do that, but on the box they show him kind of looking out like this, but it's going to be a little bit hard to get that to work, especially with this tile piece kind of protruding. So I don't know, not really caring for that design, but you could easily just take out the tile piece if you really stick your hand in it, but gotta kind of like go like this. So I would not advise putting the tile piece in there from the get-go. And that's it for that build, and now let's go to the Soldiers Outpost. And here is the Soldiers Outpost, of course the main build of the set, and I really love how this came out. Very reminiscent of some classic LEGO Pirate sets, which I pointed out earlier. Some great pieces as well. They use these dark red mason bricks right there, which only come in one other set so far, but there's a few sets that it comes in summer 2015. Also, this nice little crab right here, which is very cute and doesn't appear in too much sets. That just kind of goes on that underside part right there. It has a nice rock look to it, which makes it look a little bit like it's on a cove or the shore. which they use those 2x2 little bricks with those indents in the middle. Also, there's this little clip right here to connect it to the $30 Soldiers Fort, which I'll show them connected after this close-up. And inside, they do have one box, or one treasure chest, with a sapphire, an emerald, a ruby, and a little trans clear yellow gem, which I don't really have a specific name for. But there you go, ruby, sapphire, emerald. What is that a reference to? And you have this little flag right here with some great printing on it, and that printing is exclusive to this set. And while there's nothing really on the underside of the set, the top of the set does have this little cannon right here, which you could load ammunition to from the front. And you guys know how it works. You just basically load one of these cylinder pieces onto the front, push down on the cannon, and you pull back, and it shoots like that. My only gripe with this top part is that it is kind of, it's really cramped up here. You don't have too much room to fit a minifigure. But other than that, the cannon feature worked fine. The design of it looks great. And that's really it for this build, and now let's connect the two together. So let's connect these two together. So you just kind of use that clip right there. Then here's the $30 Soldiers Fort set. Snap it in like that, and there you go. Looks fantastic together, and it makes it look much more expanded and a much bigger kind of build. Kind of reminiscent of the 2009 Soldiers Fort set. So all together, once you add all the little extra parts like the octopus and the raft and the boat, it looks so great. And there's just even more minifigures than that 2009 version. So that's it for now. Let's take a look at the box and the final verdict. And here's the box, $20 box size. Back. And one instruction booklet which has some weird ads, like one for Speed Champions. And you can see that right there. And even a Legoland coupon. Like, what the heck? I've never seen a Legoland coupon in an actual set besides the poly bags. So overall, I'm very pleased with this set. I think it's great value for $20. One of the best $20 sets on the market right now. My favorite part is the build of the Soldiers Outpost. Yeah, it's such a simple yet effective build. And rarely do we see complete buildings inside $20 sets, and it's very reminiscent of some 90s sets, as I've mentioned many times in this Pirates review. So I really like that for the nostalgia factor. And even taking off my nostalgia glasses, it is a very solid build. Like I said, it's a complete build with some great pieces as well, like these dark red mason bricks, which don't come in really any other sets besides this one, another one, and some new sets coming out in summer 2015. Also, some great pieces include the little crab right there, this octopus, and Wars' cape, which is kind of rare for people didn't buy Chima. And then the raft build itself, you would think that maybe one build's strong and the other build isn't. But no, the raft build is a very solid build as well. It's its own thing, kind of an improvement from the last raft we got in 2009 for Pirates. And it is using some snot techniques, but also has a great look to it with this little cape right here, which makes it all the more better. And I like how they use that. It's a very nice part usage there. And then the inclusion of the octopus adds some more playability to it. There's some catapults, a cannon, and the fact that you could expand it by connecting it to the $30 set really makes it a very fun set altogether. The minifigures, while none are exclusive, do have some pretty good looks to them. Of course, I like this pirate especially because he does have a red bandana in the new version, a nice new kind of printed red shirt, which doesn't come in too many other sets, and a nice new printed face. Also, the only printed exclusive part in the set is this little flag right here, which looks great, and it's nice to get an exclusive printed part for people who want to kind of add more flair to their Blue Coat army. And so with all that in mind, I don't have too many flaws with this, and I'll give it an A. My only flaws with it, personally, would have been nice to maybe get an exclusive minifigure because this guy right here has a very common face print. And also, it's a little bit cramped on terms of this build right here. Just a tiny bit, like on top of here, especially with this thing. Just a little insy-binsy wit. But other than that, great set, and I do really recommend it, and I like how this came out. So that's it for this, and I'm actually done with the Pirates line because I don't plan on getting the big ship. Overall, I'd say it's a fantastic line altogether. There's a few flaws like that smallest set, but I really recommend getting the $30 sets and the two $20 sets because both of those are really good. And only if you want to expand Treasure Island, get the small set. So that's it for now, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.